What's up, guys? We're live from the Rojo for another episode of Damn Game Boys. I'm Ian.
And snap my neck.
Oh, there it is.
He's dead. Yep. We just killed someone on live radio.
Live?
Oh, and he's coming back to life.
Oh.
Kind of break the
Do
illusion.
you understand what live means?
Live
Yeah,
radio.
live radio. What is
Podcast?
We are on the live recording of the Not Live
show? Yes, I am Kian, and I'm here today with.
This man is no longer live.
Yeah, snapped my own neck.
Yeah.
Still John Dean though.
And he's not dead. Damn, I thought we were gonna.
Oh no, I'm definitely dead.
Okay.
On the inside.
Just on the
Eli
inside.
Black.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Fucking around with my name, they'll never figure it out.
All the colors of the rainbow.
It's
So
At
next-
least the ones that are last
gay.
names like white, black, brown, gray, fucking green.
beige.
Is that a last name?
It could be.
They all could be last names.
Yeah.
Well, I know, but like the ones you hear.
My name's Greg Orange.
You go like Mex Spanish and go like rojo.
Mex Spanish.
Yeah.
What is that
Is
like?
that a last name?
No, it's a Guatemalan Gundam.
Sorry.
Made of shitty ass like tin fucking panels.
It's run on tequila. The Guatemalan Gundam is probably run on tequila.
That's the
The Mexican Gundam, yeah.
Run on tequila.
The
It's
tequila
fucking-
Gundam.
It's powered
I
by
was
that.
thinking Pacific Rim. I was like, instead of a nuclear reactor, it's just got a donkey running on like a fucking wheel.
It's piloted by that guy from Benchwarmers, the IN-12 guy.
And all it plays is Daddy Yankee as its intro music.
Oh God, no. The Spanish culture has so much better to offer than Daddy Yankee.
What if it was like
And
Pitbull?
Pitbull.
I was gonna say, like, would it be Pitbull?
Pitbull, no.
So,
The Gundam just enters. It's like Mr. Worldwide.
it's 305!
That would be the one everybody would hate.
Not familiar with either of those, but
Are you familiar with this?
I will tell you.
Oh.
While I was getting a haircut, I heard playing the pop radio, and I heard the worst song I've ever heard. I don't know what it was called, but it was all in Spanish.
Is it Despacito?
Fucking
Probably.
maybe the beat in the background sounded like someone like fucking screaming, and they like redid it with a bunch of electronics. It was actually offensive to my ears.
It's probably
It was
Despacito.
actually like the only song I think I've ever heard where I was like, oh my god, this is terrible, and I want to get the fuck away from it.
Yep, he listened to Despacito, probably.
I'd have to fucking...
So, what have you guys been
listen
playing
to it, I
lately?
don't know.
Gil, I'm gonna just go with you because either it's gonna be I've been playing Dead Cells still, or I haven't been playing anything. So, Gil, what have you been
Then why
playing?
not just skip me, you asshat?
Have you been playing Dead Cells? Have you still been enjoying it?
Yeah, you hear that? You wear your hat like an ass.
His ass is his hat.
Yeah, alright.
I know that was the joke.
Okay.
It
So
was
have you still been
backwards
playing
instead
Dead
of
Cells?
Backwards.
Listen to me. Have you still been playing Dead Cells?
Not recently.
So you've just been...
Passing out on a couch.
Okay.
That's
Just like this guy.
It's a game to...
I've been doing both.
Yeah.
I do all the things.
Yeah, you do.
Alright. Well, I've been playing RimWorld. Yeah.
What's RimWorld?
Yeah, what is RimWorld?
What?
Is that what you actually said? I thought it was GrimWorld.
No, Rim.
It is RimWorld?
Oh,
As in
God.
Rim
I thought you
of,
said
Rim of the
Grim
Galaxy
World
is
before.
the idea.
Oh.
Man, that sounds really funny.
I know. I've also thought that.
There's so many jokes.
Bringing
So,
out her
what
head.
is-
It's
Yeah.
basically like
It's about a
you
giant
have
ring.
no. You're supposed to survive on
giant-
a fucking
A dark
deserted
ring.
ass planet.
A dark brown ring.
Not deserted, but like on the outer rim, so it's kind of savage and shit.
Show you an outer rim.
You control your colonists. You're basically their god. You tell them what to do.
Oh, okay.
God of the rim.
It's really fun. I'd recommend it. A lot of mods.
Anything else?
Lots of jobs.
No, that's pretty much all of it.
Any jobs on that rim?
Does it, shut the fuck up. Is it a time-consuming
Alright, I'm
game
done.
then, I'm assuming?
More so than I'd like. Yeah.
Did you spend, like, hours playing it and then not realize how long you spent
You're
on
fucking right. I did.
Does it kind of play out more like a strategy type game, or
it?
No.
Did it really?
No, not really. It's just
there's something else that like I'm thinking of that's kind of like that, where you play as like God, but it's not necessarily like a space.
Is it The
Rise
Sims?
to Ruins.
Yeah,
Is it The
maybe.
Sims?
No, No.
Okay.
Fuck The Sims.
I love The Sims.
Got that too.
No, I'm kidding.
I love The Sims and all the $400 worth of DLC.
Speaking of that, I've been. Oh, John, what have you been
You
playing?
can go ahead and say what
No,
you've
go
been
ahead.
playing.
You
It
actually.
doesn't matter.
No, you can go.
I don't know. I've been playing more Call of Duty. A lot, actually. I'm really liking this one, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
You're the only one.
Yeah.
Really?
You not run into the many glitches and
Call of Duty?
laggy ass bullshit that people have?
I have not, actually.
Ooh.
I haven't really seen anything. I mean, I've probably seen like a little bit of, like not, well, maybe not.
Hit
actually.
boxes are apparently
Okay, yeah.
complete ass.
The hitboxes tend to be kind of bad sometimes, but I don't know. I haven't tried any of like the newer game modes. I generally stick to just playing like hardcore kill confirmed or team deathmatch.
I know that Blackout is a large source
Yeah.
of the glitches, but they are also just present.
Yeah, so I haven't really played any of that actually right now, but like I don't know. I got like friends that are playing it again, so it's been pretty fun because I'm not like playing by myself. But it's also just like they ditched the whole like jetpack thing, so it's essentially
you have like a grappling hook now too.
there's one guy that has a grappling hook.
Okay,
It's kind of like.
I've just seen a lot of people use it. And
Oh,
you
yeah,
usually
for
get
sure.
shot
Like,
right the fuck off of it. From what I've
Yeah,
seen.
it's one of the better like utilities that you can use, but I usually don't use it because I think the recon dart's probably a little bit better. It's a little bit more useful, especially in like hardcore.
Definitely just only play whoever's got the shield. That just seems really
Yeah,
stupid fucking good.
The shield is insane, honestly. Like there have been times where I've run a corner and it's just like me facing down another dude, and I just unload an entire mag into him, and he just doesn't die because he's got the shield up. And he just pistols me from behind it, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I just love I've watched two people with the shield and they just can't kill each other.
Yeah, it just pisses me off because
Dumb.
I play hardcore so that you can avoid the entire thing of just like bullet sponges, and then you get the shield and it's just turn yourself into a big ass fucking bullet sponge again. It feels kind of dumb because it's like I feel like if I've unloaded like 30 bullets into this dude, he's probably dropped the shield by now, or his arm's just totally like fucked. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of Banjo-Kazooie also. Trying to 100% that, so.
Odd thing to combo.
I mean, I play whatever the fuck I feel like playing most of the time. I've been playing some
Playing
other
Black
stuff.
Ops 4 Banjo-Kazooie edition.
Yeah, exactly.
I have no room to talk.
I've been playing a modded version of Banjo-Kazooie. It lets me play Call of Duty in Banjo. Or as Banjo.
I have the Kazooie shotgun that just fucks people up.
Yeah.
Double eggs at once?
Double eggs at once.
I've been playing a little bit of Titanfall 2 still, also.
Oh man, that game's still real. I forgot.
Dude, I actually really like
I mean,
that
the game
It
is
was
really,
really
really
cool.
good. Yeah, the game is really, really good. It's just no
the
one's
campaign
played it.
is honestly probably like the best first-person shooter campaign I've played in a long fucking time. Like there's a time travel sequence in it, and normally I hate time travel in stories, but like this is actually pretty good. It's definitely something I think people should play.
I still like Dooms. I don't know why. I like Doom a lot. I think that was
I
like.
mean, I like 2016 Doom a lot too, but
I feel like that was my
Still need to
favorite
play it.
first-person shooter
it's definitely worth
experience
playing.
I've had in a while.
But as a story?
No, just as a first-person shooter experience.
Use this
Yeah, it's just fun.
primarily as a story.
The story is pretty much just that you're a badass and you're killing demons.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
probably
So-
good enough for a first-person shooter in all honesty.
Right.
And that's why it does better than Wolfenstein. Alright.
Yeah, I've also been playing a lot of Dragon Ball Fighters again, so that's been actually a lot of fun.
Awesome.
I've been getting back into the actual like online competitive scene. Now that I finally took the time to download all the downloadable characters that I paid for a long time ago.
Did you buy the season pass then?
Yeah, no, I bought the character pass because I
Oh.
don't really care about all the other stuff. The other stuff's just like
Just like
cosmetic
random shit. Yeah, I was gonna say.
So like I just bought the fighter pass because it was cheaper, but
You get season 1 and season 2, or just season 1?
you get all the characters.
Oh, cool.
So I've been trying some of them out. I don't really like that many of them too much.
Is Bardock's B move still spammy as shit, or no?
No, not really.
That's good.
Bardock's moves actually are kind of like not that great compared to some of the other ones. So like my team is still essentially like it's usually Gotenks, Cell, and Android 16.
Mm-hmm.
Just because like Gotenks is insane to try and predict, and then Cell just has like a lot of reach,
And Android 16's
It's like a fucking powerhouse.
Yeah, and then his like fucking finishing move is pretty.
Well, his finishing move is like not even worth it because you just blow yourself up. But so you literally just play. So you literally just like play as 16 and then like spam rush.
Yeah.
Kind of sorta. It's not even really like a spam because he has so many different rushes. But like you just rush through other people's like beams and shit like that if you time it right, and then you just like hit them at the end of like their starting combo and it like wrecks everything that they're trying to do. It does pretty solid damage. I usually don't like bigger, slower type characters, but like his rush abilities don't cover as much ground, but are just so packed with so much fucking power. It's insane.
That's cool. Well, ever since I got a Switch, I downloaded a couple of games. I've been playing Guacamelee, Super Turbo Awesome Edition. I really like that game a lot. I find it to be super enjoyable. And yeah, I've been playing Mercenaries Wins False Phoenix, it's a tactics game. So I put a lot of time just grinding my classes to get better levels before going into actual missions. And again, I don't know why I find that stuff to be super interesting. I guess I've always found that kind of stuff, just tactics games, to be fun. And I've been playing Darkest Dungeons because I want to see all my characters hate themselves. It's a fun game. I named them all after everyone I know.
You have to get them far enough so that they kill themselves.
Yeah, that happened once, and I was like, what the fuck?
By the time I got to the end of the game, I had 4 different characters that were almost from the start. And like right before I got to the end, 3 of them killed themselves. Like almost consecutively, one after the other. And I was just like, alright, cool. I don't have enough money to refill my party. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, it was.
Jeez, we could have done this. You didn't have to be such greedy bastards.
It was honestly almost like better. Because it was like those, like, 2 of those guys were getting to the point where it was like they were costing me so much to keep alive even.
Were they like alcoholics? 'Cause
Yeah.
that's the one that really gets me.
Yeah, one of them was an alcoholic, and then the other one was like ridiculously like fucked beyond compare. Like he was essentially just like mentally handicapped.
Oh no.
Like the moment that he would see like anything, he would immediately just like go into fear mode. It was just like it's basically useless. So it's like when he killed himself, it was just like it freed up a slot
It's like, yes.
without me having to get rid of him. But at the same time, it was more expensive to buy a new party member. It's a really interesting game if nobody's ever played it.
It is super fun, actually. I don't think fun's the proper term.
Fun.
It's just
It's fun.
Like, well, yeah, I guess in a way, but like you watch these people like get more and more fucked up. The
right. I don't think like the psychology you put your characters in, but I feel like I don't know. There's
I mean, like
I wouldn't say strategy to it, but it's like
if you don't think of it as anything other than a video game, obviously. Yeah. But
I mean, like it's basically just you're the worst fucking boss in the world, I guess.
Sending them out on these fucking Lovecraftian jobs.
Missions, and then like you have to pay for the fucking things that happen to them. Like, oh, so you've become an alcoholic. You've gambled too much. Oh, you won't leave the church, and you keep giving them my money.
I don't think I ever had anyone like submit to the church.
I had my one girl submit to the church, and she fucking kept spending all my money. I was like, oh, you bitch.
Gotta appease them gods.
Yeah. And then fucking Nymphoman. My favorite thing about that is the level up system. Is that like you can level up and get like really good things or like really shitty things.
I don't know why I suddenly remembered this, but I recently rewatched Good Burger.
Welcome to Good Burger.
So
John.
the reason that it's making me think of that is because I'm super convinced that Ed is like some sort of eldritch horror that is like manipulating the rest of the world.
But this is the video games podcast.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Kingdom Hearts 3. Yeah, guys.
Never mind. Take it back.
Who's ready?
Continue with your Good Burger.
I'm pretty sure they might have
Stick
made
to
a Good Burger video game.
Good Burger 3.
No, I don't think so.
No, they probably made like a Flash game on Nickelodeon.
Yeah,
where you,
maybe.
Like, you throw
Still counts.
Fuck you, Gil.
Anyways, that movie was actually not that good.
No shit, really?
I mean, I thought it was good when I was a kid. Anyways, back to Kingdom Hearts 3. things that I'm excited for that I won't see for another 18 years.
It's actually like the
Yeah, I
next
know,
one
it's
cool,
literally
yeah,
like
it's
coming
cool.
out in like a
3
month.
Yeah, so I mean like.
Super hyped.
I hope it's not.
Honestly, like, it's not gonna bother me if it
Yeah.
gets delayed again.
Yeah.
I hope it pulls like a Toy Story and fucking they delete it accidentally, but no one has an extra copy.
Like, they just
What?
restart. They
The original
restart.
Toy Story, they deleted it on accident, and then some bitch had a copy at her house.
Oh.
Wow, that's
Oh,
amazing.
God.
God.
I think it was
lucky.
Toy Story.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay, I think so.
I feel like I don't know. I think it looks exciting.
Don't quote me on it because
Yeah.
I don't know for sure, but
I'm
that
quoting
does
you
sound
on it.
familiar.
Yeah. No,
Alright,
I
Complain to John, not me.
Yeah, send me your emails at Eli Brown.
Yeah, no, just
gmail.com.
just forward all my all complaints about me to John.
But no, I think it still looks very interesting.
What is it? Icy Killer 1337.
Yeah, let's go with that.
gmail.com.
Sure.
I think,
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 looks like really, really good though.
That was close.
Yeah. So then we go to Just Cause 4. Ooh, more destruction and shit. Eli's Xbox can't handle it.
it'll kill your
Well,
friend.
no, I'm just I was gonna say like Xbox couldn't handle Just Cause 3.
Mhm.
Probably get fucked with this one with the weather and shit.
My PS4 did alright.
But
I-
how much stuff were you blowing up?
I don't know. I felt like I did a lot of that game.
Talking like I was blowing up the entire base at once.
I
Playing it out.
I
wanted
definitely-
I wanted to see where the line would get drawn.
I definitely did stuff like that, but I feel like if it got any bigger, then I don't think that my PS4 would have handled it at all either. But I mean, like, the base Xbox is slightly weaker than the base PS4, but it's not that much of a difference. I think these are definitely like a game that is going to be targeted at the upgraded consoles, and I question whether the PS4 Pro is even really going to handle it that well.
And then there's gonna be that chump that
Looks
tries it
cool.
on the standard Xbox One, and
I mean,
dies.
I'm sure it'll work on the standard consoles, honestly.
I'm sure it'll
Sets
work
them on
until
fire.
you start doing some crazy shit. and
Well,
then-
exactly. I mean, that's what I mean. Like,
Things
everything
just
works until it starts doing something. Funny story about that. This is still video game related, so don't interrupt me.
Funny story about this is the weakest line of connection.
Not really. It's literally kind of the same thing. Fable 2, when that game first came out, I still had the base level Xbox. The opening cutscene crashed my Xbox.
It's impressive.
Yeah, it was like Fable 2 was legitimately too powerful for base level Xbox. I don't know if it was maybe just mine because I had mine since release day.
Seems like it was just yours. Yeah.
Possibly. I had to send my Xbox in, and they're like, all right, well, we put the fan and cooling system from the Elites in it, so it should be fine now. And then it worked pretty good. It's a really funny experience because I got Fable 2 again on release day. I was super pumped to play it. Put it in, turn that bitch on, get all excited, hit the start menu. It starts the game, and right in the opening cinematic, like, I think it's right at the spot where the chicken is flying over the city because it just got blown up. And it's all black and sooted and shit. And then that was right when it froze. And I'm like, God, fuck me.
This sounds
Literally,
like a lot of
literally.
times.
What?
Fable 3?
No, Fable 2.
The chicken getting blown over the city was Fable 3, bud.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought there was a chicken in Fable 2 also. At the beginning.
There's a bird that shits on you, the main character's head.
That is correct. Yeah.
Because I played the fuck out of that game.
I played the fuck out of both
Thought you
of
could
them.
pull a fast one on me? Get that shit out of here.
Pull a fast one on you. There's literally a bird flying over the city in both of them. Like, so I mixed up which bird it was.
Star Wars Battlefront 2.
It was definitely Fable 2 because
That's the thing.
I didn't even have the same Xbox when Fable 3 came out.
Going on.
Oh, Star Wars Battlefront 2's new DLC is the Battle in Geonosis. Yay!
Yeah, it
should have
sucks,
released that like 2 years ago.
You could walk around as
It
a crowd of
honestly
people.
probably should have just been released. I don't know, about like 2 years ago because they've
The
been
game came out a year ago.
Yeah.
and
It's like the game
they've
came
been
out.
making it since the beginning. But I definitely think it should be something that gets released for free. Or wait, isn't it getting released release for free.
I'm fucking not.
Yeah, I thought all the DLCs
I thought
were free.
that's what I was thinking
Yeah,
too.
the
I think
DLC
the initial DLC was definitely planned for free. I don't know about this one.
I thought it was supposed to be all of it.
I have no idea, to be honest.
But, they're EA.
Yeah.
Not be surprised.
But I definitely think there should have been some sort of compensation, at least for people that bought that game really early on. And as far as I know, there really is not any. But I mean, the game's not that bad now. Like, you can definitely play it.
But
and,
there's no.
I mean, you could play it then, but you just have to.
I mean,
buy.
you could get the fucking game for like $6 now.
Yeah,
So
I mean, like.
I'm pretty sure it's even on sale now that it's Black Friday. I mean, that'll probably be over by the time this actually gets out. But
98 cents.
I mean,
I doubt it's
it's
that
still probably be on a Cyber. Check out our Cyber Monday sales on Amazon.
well, I mean, I'm pretty sure I just saw it like on the Xbox store this morning in the Black Friday deals list.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's not actually that bad now.
Do you use your PS4 more or do your Xbox?
Oh,
more?
definitely my PS4
I was
more.
assuming so. I just didn't know. I was gonna ask you.
I essentially play shooters on my Xbox and then everything else on my PS4.
It's kind of weird, but okay.
I don't like the controller for the PlayStation for shooters for some reason. I think it's the triggers, to be honest. Like I really like the triggers on the Xbox
Yeah,
controller.
I actually feel like I don't know. I feel
Well,
like
it's
for
not
some
necessarily
reason
that
it's
they
like playing Halo and
feel
shit.
responsive or anything like that. I just think the triggers on the PS4 controller feel kind of squishy.
Okay.
And then I like the stick layout a little bit more for that too. But I like the button layout for the D-pad. The D-pad's probably most of the reason. I like the D-pad on the PS4 so much better than on the Xbox.
You know what you don't like, apparently? The way Charizard looks. And Detective Pikachu! Detective Pikachu, guys. Woo!
I don't know, like I'm not
It
like
does look like shit.
I'm not like upset about it. I
am.
because like I'm not really that concerned with this movie at all. But yeah, like Charizard definitely looks weird. He looks furry.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Well, it's not even like. It just looks weird, fuzzy.
yeah. Well, I mean like furry, fuzzy in general. Like it
Looks like they brought fucking the graphics from Conquer Reloaded. Whatever the fuck that remake was.
yeah, I think it was Reloaded.
Put it into this.
Yeah. It definitely like because I mean like they're not all bad because like Pikachu should definitely be furry. I mean it's a mouse.
Right.
Mr. Mime looks good.
I like Psyduck. I like the way Psyduck look, actually.
I couldn't really like tell with how fast he like passed by.
Yeah, I don't remember him being
But like I
He's
definitely
furry.
think Charizard should definitely be like
more lizard skin.
scale.
I think, okay, so they have like the
or
actual,
like really smooth.
but the ones they have like on set, Charizard does look scaly. So I think that's like, I don't know. I think it was just the way it's animated.
It could be.
Well, that's not a very good telling either, though.
Yeah, I'm not saying it.
It just looks really shitty because of how it's animated.
No, it's
the whole
just
thing's
like,
animated.
Well, it's like it's just no, because like here's the thing they have, like if you want to like there is scales within the model of the Charizard
Only looks shitty when he's moving.
with like hints of. I mean, I can understand where you're coming from because it does look like maybe there's hints of feathers because of the fact that it is like.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's
Jurassic Park watching.
well, that's the
Well,
thing.
no, like I
I
feel.
mean,
like,
I guess I don't. I'm not like opposed to the idea that he's
Right.
feathery, but he's not supposed to be like a dinosaur. He's supposed to be like a lizard,
he is supposed
like
to be
a
like
winged
a
lizard.
But I also feel like maybe they so the guy who got
Lol.
the guy who got the gig to do this was the same guy who did the like quote unquote realistic Pokemon shit. I don't know if you remember that.
I mean,
No.
I've seen some concept art of stuff like that, but I mean, some of
The kid who did the realistic Pokemon fan art and DeviantArt got a job.
yeah,
doing
but I mean, like
shit
some of
crazy.
that stuff is like wildly out there as
Right.
to what it is.
That's what I mean, though. I feel.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he made Blastoise into like a mech.
No,
It's not that guy.
No.
Okay,
Digimon.
he made Blastoise
Yeah,
into
exactly.
like a frog turtle creature.
a live-action Digimon would actually probably work pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, because
It's
like
gonna be very Japanese.
all of the monsters are essentially just dinosaurs and/or robots.
Like he did a really cool like haunter where the haunters are like bats and stuff like
Also
that, which is
titty
like
missiles.
super interesting. And yeah, because his Charizard is okay. That's right. Because he had like a Mr. Mime and things like that, and like I don't know. I think it looks decent enough.
I mean, I think it looks fine. It's
Yeah.
just,
Mm,
It'll be
Charizard
okay
just
enough
looked
that
weird.
children won't.
I think
care.
Of
Jigglypuff
course the
still.
children
Jigglypuff still freaks me the fuck out. So.
I think the one that'll scare children more is Mr. Mime.
Oh, very much so.
I thought Mr. Mime looked the best.
He does,
He
but
does,
he's
yeah.
still the one that's going to creep children out
But
the
he's
most.
still just
Now
a
it's really
person.
weird when people say Mr. Mime is fucking Ash's mom, and
It's
now
just-
all I see is that. So it's just.
Yeah,
Have you
people
seen
do that.
the meme of the it's like two porn stars?
Yeah,
and one
and
of
it
them
says,
sitting
like-
there playing video games,
Yeah.
and it's like she's Ash, and then the other one is Ash's mom and Professor Oak.
I went to Jeremy posted that. I'm like, you
Yeah,
spelled
that's
Mr.
really funny.
Mime wrong, and I'm
Just
like,
fucking picked her up and like bent her in.
yeah. It's just speaking of like. Besides that, like I don't know. I think the story looks interesting. I think this is the best one you could do, anyways, because like. Even in the game, isn't Tim the only one that can understand Pikachu in the human world? Or am I wrong?
Yep.
So
Tim is his son.
I don't know. It's something that
It
I
may or
really
may
don't
not
have
be
any
his
interest
son in
in.
this movie.
are you fucking kidding me? Does that tell
I
you?
haven't
what-
played it to
I
completion
do.
yet, but that's just the way it's looking.
Oh, I
Because it
completed.
could be the first, like, good video game movie, if that makes sense. I think.
What are you talking about? Mortal
Like
Kombat.
Tomb Raider.
What about Assassin's Creed? I hate
What about
Assassin's
Mortal
Creed.
Kombat?
No.
Get over here.
It was in the game.
We all know it's not Resident Evil Apocalypse.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, people constantly are just like, Rampage! And it's like, I don't count that, though.
I haven't even seen it.
It's fun, but it's not Rampage. That's what I'm trying
Yeah,
to
it's
get.
like,
it is actually a really fun
You
movie.
can't
It's just,
really make a movie.
It's like
out of it.
taking
Yeah.
inspiration from a game
Right,
and
because, like,
making
they're
a game
not,
about
like, yeah.
a movie about the game or TV.
But we've got Castlevania now.
Eh.
show.
Yeah, so it's still an adaptation of a video game.
Oh, that's right. Adi Shankar is also going to do another video game franchise.
Devil May Cry.
Devil May Cry.
I'm actually pretty pumped.
No, thank you.
But is it the original series or is it the reboot?
I'm pretty positive it's going to be the original series and not DMC. I still don't understand why
Actually,
people don't like DMC. I don't mind
I
it.
can understand why they don't like DMC, because they made fucking Dante like a douche.
Yeah, besides that, though, I feel like, I don't know.
Not like the kind of douche he was before,
Or-
but
yeah.
like a bro douche.
Yeah. Fuck it, who cares? It's
I
a
think
reboot.
as
But what's Nero then? Nero's just kind of like Dante from DMC.
yeah, and people didn't really care for him as much as they like
But
Dante.
here he is again.
Well, yeah, but because he's in a story with Dante again. I think this Devil May Cry is definitely going to be more focused on Dante than Nero.
I don't think so. I think it's actually going to be more focused on Nero.
I think it's going to be bad.
I don't know, because we've literally seen more trailers of Dante. Not to mention that right in the soundtrack that they've released is a Dante's theme.
Right, but we...
To be fair,
I think
mean,
we've
you
seen
would
a lot
make it
more of
about
Nero.
Dante regardless.
Yeah.
I feel like they have it more like... More of the other things that they've been showing, though, has been a lot with Nero. They've showed, like, Dante gets, like, motorcycle blades, and... But, like, everything else has been like, Nero gets these cool shit, and Mega Man's blaster if you pre-order it like a fucking idiot.
I don't know. I think people like it. I think it's going to be pretty successful. I've seen some of the gameplay, and I'm pretty hyped for it, to be honest. The boss design for one of the gameplay trailers that got released was actually, like, pretty insanely dope.
Mm-hmm. Valve has discontinued its Steam Link hardware device, which lets you stream PC games onto your TV.
I really want to talk about DMC now.
Well,
I actually really love that game.
No, thank you.
The
Anyway, I don't really.
last boss
I don't
fight
really
in that game
care
is
that
insanely
Valve
fun.
did that. I
oh,
don't think anyone
are you
was
talking about the
using that
reboot
anyway.
DMC?
Yeah.
I really like that game too. I don't understand why people like. I get
I
that
hate the characters,
Right,
and I don't
but
really
I
like
like
the story, but like
the gameplay's fun.
the boss fight at the end is insanely dope
Yeah,
against Virgil.
yeah, but like that's my one thing. Like I get that. Like I don't know
Spoilers.
something about gameplay. Oh, you've never played a Devil May Cry game? I'm kidding.
You're right. I haven't.
But yeah, Valve has discontinued Steam Link. Does anyone have a Steam Link?
Not that I know.
Thought
No.
about getting a Steam Link because
No, that seems weird to me. It seems like I could just hook my computer up to my
a
TV.
TV. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't know, but yeah. R.I.P. Steam Link.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really doesn't surprise me that it's something that didn't really.
Well,
Catch
fuck,
on.
dude. What you have other shit
Like,
like
honestly, like, what's the point? Like,
Yeah.
you've already got your monitor and shit like that. And like you
Well,
said, you can
most
just hook it up
people
to
use-
a TV.
Most people use fucking TVs as their monitors.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking me and both my roommates do that shit.
Yeah. Or, I mean, literally, like, a monitor is essentially just a TV nowadays anyways.
Yeah.
So.
Like, all of that shit can hook up just through straight up, like, HDMI now, too, so...
Telltale Games is now entering liquidation phase of its closing process, which includes delisting some Steam games, according to a new report.
Oh, delisting them?
Yep. They're taking them off of Steam.
Well, that was already something that was going to happen, like, as soon as the company shut down.
Yep.
So, like...
Liquidating all the nothing we have.
Yeah, exactly.
You can be quick to buy our awesome Jurassic Park and Back to the Future point-and-click adventures.
They had a Jurassic Park one?
They did, yeah. Jay has
Neither
it.
of those exist.
Yep.
I knew the Back to the Future one did, because I see it pop up all the time on discounts for games with gold.
They did
And I'm
Monkey-
like, I don't think I'm going to buy that.
They did a new Monkey Island one that I actually really liked.
And now it's dead.
Yeah, it's fine.
I just
I
can't
don't
get
like
into any of them
point-and-click.
because I just get tired of it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like some of the stories are alright, but it's like,
Dude, I thought the Batman one was dumb.
I don't remember it at all, honestly.
Your choices really didn't mean anything, because, like, that's still
I mean, your
happened.
choices really don't
I know.
mean that much in any of them. You still end up at the same
Yeah.
conclusion, just with sort of different results.
Yeah.
It's like the only real things that change are like what characters make it to the end with you,
Mm-hmm.
and like how some of the characters feel about you. But like every single person's story is the same.
I do like watching people when I was first like starting to watch them on YouTube. It was like people were like playing The Wolf Among Us, and I was watching it, and it was like I don't even remember what he said, but it was just like a statement, and then it's like, Mr. Frog will remember that. And it's like, what? The fuck's he gonna remember? Why do I care?
Alright, Resident Evil movie reboot screenwriter Greg Russo reveals his draft is heavily inspired by the game's series Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. I'm actually really kind of interested.
Good or bad?
That's the newest one.
Good or bad?
It's the most critically acclaimed of the Resident Evil. I'm kidding. It was actually...
Everyone loves all of them or hates them.
Everyone-
Five and
Five and
six are
six are
pretty.
the divisive ones.
fucking
but
I would
shit.
say
really love
6
four.
is pretty, like, widely not liked.
I think 5 is hated a little bit more just...
Oh no, for sure not.
Really?
Like, literally anybody who played that game co-op does not hate it.
Okay, see, yeah. I don't know. I've never played any
So,
of it
like,
co-op.
even the people that played it solo and then played it co-op are like, yeah, this is a good game. It just has to be played in co-op.
Yeah. 6 was just a dumpster fire. I never
Well,
played.
6 is just kind of where they, like, lost a lot of direction with what they were trying to... It's where they essentially, like, lost all horror element and just went full action.
Yeah.
Like, 5 is where it really started, but, like, there's still a good game there to begin with. 6 is just kind of like... There's nothing there to really redeem it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of why.
I mean, 5 had you punching a boulder.
Yeah, but that was all the way at the end.
True.
And then, like, you still have a lot of the horror elements that exist from the start. Like, I remember the first time that, like, when the first time you fight the sackhead dude with the chainsaw, like, that was actually kind of scary. And it's in broad daylight in the game. I don't know. I think the desert setting helped it out a lot. Because, like, there was a point where, like, I was fighting that dude. I was playing this with my college roommate at the time, Alec. And I literally, like, turn a corner, and I don't see him. And I turn around. I spray Alec with, like, healing herb. And then turn around, and the dude just buzzes my head off. And it just freaked me the fuck out. I mean, it was kind of like jump scary and less horror, but like, at the same time, like playing 6, I never had anything like that. It's like you turn the corner and there's a big dude and he's like slowly menacing towards you and you just blow his head off with a shotgun.
Speaking of lackluster zombie games, I had no idea this actually came out. Overkill's The Walking Dead sales numbers disappoint. And
Probably
I didn't know it
one
came
realized
out
it
either.
came out.
neither did
Yeah,
I.
what?
And Starbreeze is reviewing costs to refocus on core business. Season 2 is promised soon. I'm like, holy fuck, that game is out? Like, we've never seen gameplay.
They're probably just like, alright, so we forgot to finish the game.
Season 2
Let's
is promising.
Let's forget to tell anybody it's coming out and just get to the second one.
Season 2 is promised soon. Next week, we're gonna be like, damn, I didn't even know Season 2 came.
Yeah, right.
Oh, it came out November 6th.
So it's already been out for
Yeah, holy shit.
Jesus
It's like
fuckery.
6 out of 10 on Steam, 52% on Metacritic,
It's not terrible.
5.3 on IGN.
Who really cares about IGN?
These are just the ones that fucking came out. But wow, I'm just surprised. We've had these conversations numerous times about Overkill The Walking Dead, and we're like, we haven't seen any gameplay, and all of a sudden, hey guys, it's out. I'm like, what?
Still haven't seen any
Maybe now we
gameplay.
can see gameplay of it.
Yeah.
No, no one knows it's out. No one played it.
Yeah.
Turns out it's a text-based adventure.
That'd be pretty funny,
Monkey
actually.
Island 4.
Alright, guys.
You load up the
They
game.
just bought fucking Telltale.
You load up the game and the intro title comes across Elder Scrolls V Skyrim.
Son of a
Damn it, Tom Howard!
point and click edition.
Tom Howard.
Fucking Telltale Skyrim.
Yeah. Fortnite. Oh, this is our
Telltale's The Walking Skyrim.
Yeah. This is our Fortnite quick news about everything.
Alright, it's time to do some, what's that called again? Flossing. There we
Flossing,
go. I was
yeah,
about to call it
yeah.
noodling.
Noodling. So, everyone floss for victory because Fortnite won Golden Joysticks. Game of the Year, beating out Rockstar's Red Dead Redemption, Spider-Man, and God of War.
Why do you sound so lackluster with God of War?
Yeah, I feel like God of War should have won.
I feel like God of War should have won too, but I don't know.
Spider-Man's story
I
wasn't
feel like
all
I'm the
that
only
strong.
one in this room that played God of War.
I did.
It's really
I've
not that
watched
powerful
through
in
it
my opinion.
twice. It's not that powerful, but I think it's a really good game.
Yeah, I can see
I
that.
feel like the gameplay is solid.
Yeah.
I feel like the gameplay is really shallow.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
Sorry.
I can see.
It just it consists of a lot of pressing the same button
Yeah.
a lot of times.
You can go
Well,
eat a dick.
it doesn't have to, but it's easier if it does.
It doesn't
If that
even
makes
really
sense.
get that much easier if it
Well,
isn't.
well, there's-
even if you involve yourself in combos and stuff like that, that
Yeah,
almost makes it easier because by doing so you get to better damage and stuff
Yeah,
like
but
that.
you don't have
What
to.
do
Like,
you
Yeah, I
there's no-
suppose.
There's no rising to a like. You don't have to learn the combos.
Yeah.
You can just go through it.
What do you, like for your what would have been your game of the year? We're almost at the end of the year. You've
Would've
played
been
a shit ton
my
of
game
games.
of the year.
Yeah, what would have been your game? Like, and it's just
That's
like
probably like a really tough question. I suppose.
I'd have to think of what games have come out this year.
Yeah, that's probably true because I've played a lot of games that came out last year too. this
yeah,
year.
same. So it's
But,
really hard.
I don't know. Like, it's probably like a really generic answer at this point, but honestly, like Red Dead Redemption 2 probably. Just for the fact of how much that game sold initially when it came out.
Gameplay's repetitive. You got me fucked up.
I'm not saying that the gameplay isn't repetitive.
No, it's God of War, the gameplay. I feel like Red Dead's worse.
Yeah, but at least Red Dead tells like an actually better story, in my opinion. Like, don't get me wrong, God of War isn't bad for sure.
I'd have to. I'd say they're equal at best.
I feel like God of War's is just a story that's already kind of been told a bunch of times already. Not that Red Dead 2's hasn't either. I think Red Dead 2 just delivers.
I feel like
it
Red
much
Dead
better.
2's is very cliche.
Well, I just think Red Dead 2 delivers it a lot better.
That's
know.
understandable.
It's just like in terms of like sheer numbers and like influence to the industry, like Red Dead 2 was just insane.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
it
for your personal, for you like not for the industry, for your personal thing.
Well, I'm talking about it in terms of like Golden Joystick or whatever. I don't actually know what that award really is. I just like.
It's just a Game of the Year award. My thing is,
That's what I
here's the
figured.
reason why I understand why people are fucking pissed at the same time when Fortnite won it, but I also understand why Fortnite won it too, though. Like, I don't want to be this guy, but it is like as shitty as it sounds.
Surprisingly influential.
It's a
game
surprisingly
industry right
influential game. Like, there's
now. We had Call of Duty just
Very
decide to drop any story
Yeah,
in
that's-
aspect and come out with
right. I mean, that's what I mean, though. It's like I understand why people are like, this is bullshit, but like at the same
Well,
time,
I think the problem is when you look at what's actually
Well,
in the game.
right.
Well, I mean, it depends on what they award it because of. I don't know.
Yeah,
what their
whatever the criteria is.
is, yeah.
I mean, like in terms of like most hours put into a game, by players, yeah, I would probably say Fortnite beats everything.
But like my thing is also like I feel like Epic is also.
But I mean, then at the same point, like only like.
I think Epic's
Years
also
ago,
a
you
good
would've been giving it to
company in
shit like
general for
RuneScape.
shit like this, anyways, because they're also giving like the revenue to charities for their special like events and shit like that.
I mean, they're not necessarily giving revenue from that. They're just giving like earnings from those events to stuff like that.
But you know what I mean, though. Like I
They're
feel
making an absolute fucking killing on this game.
Oh,
Like,
very
they
much so. Yeah, they brought down like how much you have to pay out for the fucking Unreal Engine. So like, they're making like, it used to be 7, now it's 5%. That they're not like, I don't know. I feel like Fortnite's super influential. It's one of those games where like I don't know why it's influential.
I feel like the problem is that like a lot of what Fortnite is influencing on the gaming industry is really not that good. I mean,
you had this conversation when
I don't know.
after the fucking shootings. Remember that? You had
I'm
this
not
conversation
arguing that. I'm
that
arguing that
Ninja was influential, and he does a lot of Fortnite, but he helped bring a positive light to.
Yeah, and then he brought a lot of really negative light to the gaming industry very shortly after that.
What did he do?
He dropped an N-bomb in a stream.
Oh, dang.
I mean, it wasn't as huge as like when PewDiePie did it because people like him a little bit more, so he won the popularity contest and people didn't give a shit as much. But it became like, it literally went from, wow, Ninja did a really good thing, to, wow, Ninja says the N-word in front of my fucking 8-year-old. Like, almost in a week.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't really hear about it because people didn't care as much because people don't like PewDiePie, but people like Ninja. It was literally the popularity contest of the time kind of thing.
Anyway, I think for like the 8th year in a row, Skyrim probably should have won for being re-released on something.
Yeah.
The reason the Ninja thing makes me mad is because he literally drops the N-bomb in stream, and then instead of apologizing for it right away like PewDiePie had to, he's literally like, well, I feel like it's okay because I was just singing along to the song that was playing. I'm like, what?
Looking through a list of games.
He doubled down.
Forgot
He
a lot
should
of these
not have
games
doubled
came
down.
out this year.
Like what?
Far Cry 5.
Oh yeah, that game was pretty good.
Rootin' tootin' redneck shooting.
It's just been a really long year, I suppose.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey came out.
That
came out very recently.
I definitely would not give it to that.
No, I
Yeah,
wouldn't either.
Rootin' tootin' Roman Robin.
Greek.
Darn.
Close.
It might as well be the same. Hell
So,
yeah, it came out.
Also, here's another thing. Apparently, people are mad.
Sea
Apparently,
Thieves.
people. Yeah, who fucking cares?
I care if it ever becomes a good game.
I suppose the rest of No Man's Sky came out this year.
It did actually.
No
You
Man's
could buy
Sky.
it for $50 fucking on Xbox.
You can get it a lot cheaper than that.
I think Nintendo Labo probably the winner.
That came out last year, actually.
Well, some of it came out this year.
Yes.
It's on the list.
Yeah, I remember like Edition 1 came out last year with the robots
Dark
and
Souls.
shit. Ooh.
Yeah, Dark Souls Remaster came out.
Yeah, fucking awesome.
Yeah,
game
but
you don't like.
That was the only remaster, right? Skyrim's got like fucking 20.
Yeah, true.
Did Dark Souls
Play
have better
No,
waters?
Dark-
than
You
the
play
DVD
Dark
patch?
Souls on
Dark
my
Souls-
toaster?
Dark Souls 2
I
has a
fucking think
remake.
so. Is it Bloodborne?
No. Bloodborne is an entirely different game that is
Is it?
actually better.
So people, also apparently celebrities who've been making dances have been mad at Fortnite because they feel like they stole their shit.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I totally get
Of course
this.
they do. It's whatever's popular.
So a lot of the Fortnite dances are literally just hip hop dances
Yeah.
throughout the early 2000s and stuff like that.
Well, and
So
they
like I
bring
can
back-
totally understand why people
They bring
are
back
mad
some
about it.
classics.
Well,
Or at
yeah.
least they started with them, like the Worm and shit.
Yeah, for sure. But like, there's all kinds of other ones that they just like are just like, yep, we just made this up, put it in our game. They literally
They
just
said
like
they just made it up. I feel like
they literally put it in the game and then give it a different name.
Yeah.
Like they give zero credit to where it came from.
The default dance is just Turk's dance from
Yep.
Scrubs.
Scrubs.
Yeah.
That was the one. Donald Faison was not happy.
I wouldn't be that happy either. Like these people literally, it's not like they created this
I mean, yeah, but it's like
intense thing, but it became their thing at that time.
yeah, who gives a
And
shit
then-
that they put it in the game?
I think the least they could do is give credit.
I agree with that. It's like art, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
What else
I
to
mean,
You had to
fucking
fucking
dancing
pause
under.
that. Art.
I mean,
I
like
guess.
it's not like it's the most
wanna
sophisticated
give
form
credit.
of art that exists, but it's
Well, I don't know
still
what else to
art.
put it under.
Well, I don't know. I don't.
Came up with the walls.
Is Diablo Immortal yet? Oh, can that go for the?
my thing about this is kind of
I'm
just
not
like, I don't
actually
know, it's
sure
kinda
about
just like-
that.
I know you don't see like
Think so.
martial artists and things like that get mad. I don't know. I'm one of those people though. It's just like I guess whatever. It's like you're still remembered. I guess I don't. I guess I don't really have a problem with that.
But that's the thing. They're not. They're not getting any of the recognition for the thing that they created.
For instance, I don't know who created any of those.
Yeah. Who invented
There's-
the worm? Who
there's-
invented the worm?
Oh my god, are you fucking kidding?
I'm not. I'm just asking you.
That
like,
is the dumbest comparison you could possibly
fucking 10 years from now.
get.
People
No
are gonna ask.
one knows where the worm
Exactly. But-
Probably Prince, and he's dead. So
What about the walls?
But that's what I mean. Like 10, 20 fucking years from now, no one's gonna remember. Who man? Do you remember doing the dental floss? Do you remember who created the dental floss?
I agree.
You are if you call it what it generally is. A lot of times it's named after the person who created it.
Who created the Cupid shuffle?
No fucking clue.
Who did the stanky leg?
I don't
It
fucking-
fucking.
I don't have to.
Silent.
I don't know who these people are.
It
I'm
fucking
just saying.
exactly.
But why aren't they given the credit that they're given? It doesn't cost Epic to do any of it, so why don't they?
Well,
Yeah.
it doesn't cost them anything to not give them the credit.
I suppose,
Exactly.
except for all the bad publicity they give for it.
They don't give a
Publicity is
shit.
good
Of course they
publicity.
don't.
Yeah, as I say, they're so
Of
public.
course they don't, but it's still scumbaggy of them to do it. Why not give credit where credit's due?
I guess.
I mean, you can literally say the same thing about a famous painting. Like, take the Mona Lisa, for instance. If people suddenly just stop putting people's names on it and just, like, hang it up, and they're like,
People know the painting more than they knew the artist.
well,
Exactly.
yeah, exactly. But, like, most people still know who painted it. If they start painting it up or putting it up everywhere, giving it a different name, and then not saying where it's from,
The Mona Lindsay.
yeah,
By
eventually,
John Dean.
yeah, people are gonna forget where it's actually from.
Leonardo da Vinci.
But it's still scumbaggy to take that.
Okay, who sculpted the thinker? No one fucking remembers that, do they? I'm just making a point here.
Yeah, you're making a bad point.
People do remember that.
I think they should be given credit if you know who it is. Obviously, you're not
there's-
going to be able to say who fucking
There's
came up
no
with the
reason
farm.
that they shouldn't be giving the credit that they're giving.
I don't really care.
It's not
Yeah,
really
I mean,
that big of an issue, I suppose. But like, it's just really shitty. Like, if I just like walk in somewhere and like take some artist's notebook, and then I'm just like, I drew this. Like, yeah, maybe that artist is just some nobody that's never gonna end up like releasing anything to the public that becomes huge. But it's still shitty of me to steal their notebook and walk around showing it
I
to
don't
people,
know.
saying, "This is mine."
Anyone who gets their notebook stolen by a 130-pound diabetic
I just
can't get it back.
wow, really? Okay.
He usually
Okay,
has a
so
knife on him, but-
I walk up into a coffee shop. I see a notebook on a table. The
Point
person,
my Glock at his head. Tell him to hand it the fuck
I'd
over.
probably give somebody with a Glock my notebook. What are you fucking kidding me?
He doesn't even
All
know
right,
what's
so
in it.
I walk into a
Damn it,
coffee
these
shop.
are just notes for his class.
I
It's
walk
not even art.
I walk into a coffee shop. I see a notebook. There's a pretty doodle on the front of it. There's nobody at the table. That person's in the bathroom. I pick up the notebook. I put it in my backpack and walk outside.
I'm gonna add this. What about the douchebag who created the awesome S design we all made in middle school?
What's that? The Stoogie? What is that pronounced again?
The
I don't remember what it's actually
I don't know
called.
what
Yeah.
you guys are talking
Exactly.
It's literally just like a diamond S.
It's a diamond. You were probably too
It's
young.
an
yet.
S with
Yeah.
pointy things. It's
Give
It's
me
like-
a pen and some
about.
paper.
Does it look like it came straight out of the ghetto? Kind of. I don't know. I think I might know what you're talking about, but no, I never drew that.
I'm just saying that there's no reason that they can't literally be like call the Fortnite dances like the person who made it.
That really wouldn't change anything.
It gives the credit at least.
Oh, this is the Donald Trump, and I'd be like, I don't know who the fuck that is.
What?
Well,
I'm just
the
saying,
Donald
like,
Faison or whatever,
individual
it's just
people. Would
Like,
be
you-
like, I don't know. Who
You
that is."
literally like do something that costs literally nothing.
Ghost time.
I mean, yeah,
You know how
maybe
many
a
fucking
little bit.
dances are in that game?
Yeah, I suppose it's probably a lot at this point. But it literally like costs almost nothing, and you literally solve the
They'd
entire
have to edit
problem.
it. Editing is expensive.
Editing
Imagine
in
this
a game
but
is
less
very
garbage
different.
and better drawing.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. It's like a stooshy or
Dude,
stoozy or something like that.
one of my
weird, I don't
friends
know
got a fucking tattoo of that. And I
Really?
made fun
Why?
of him.
That's retarded.
Yeah,
Yeah.
why would you get that?
Really
So,
need to stop dropping that hard R in this shit.
according to new reports, Microsoft is preparing
People
to
don't
launch.
like that word.
Do you care about your public image now?
No, not really. It's just like that.
Confused? Did you what?
What?
What? I'm just jumping on. I feel like we've gone too long about fucking.
I agree.
Microsoft is making a disc with
Fortnite's
Xbox.
gay. That's the answer to the entire
Xbox One
thing.
Gill. There's no more disk drive in the Xbox One and the next one they're making.
There's no what.
Disk drive. It's just not going to be downloadable.
That's retarded. Yeah, there we go again.
Yeah, I was just like, public image.
Oh, that's what you were talking about.
Yeah.
I thought you meant hard R.
Oh, no!
Yeah, no, not
Yeah,
that
I was
one.
like, man, did he say it? What the
No,
fuck?
of course I didn't.
Well,
Did we have any questions?
yes, we do.
Well, yeah, we got news. Anyway, I
That's
don't
how
like
you
that.
avoid
I don't
it.
like that at all.
That's how you avoid it. You call it a rutard.
Well, I mean, we've been
John.
doing news.
See, I feel like dropping the hard R would be art-hard.
Yeah.
And then you just sound like an art-hard by saying that. It's like 30 years
Yeah, I don't really think I'm
Anyway.
a huge fan of the no
You're
disc
such
drive
a
either.
retard.
Like,
I don't know. I
feel
I
more
get
like a
why they
protard.
would do it, and it makes sense that people should just buy it like that. But I do like having physical copies.
I'm
Yeah.
fucking weird. I don't mind not having physical copies.
I do. I enjoy the art on some of it. I won't
Says
lie.
the guy who wanted me to bring a physical copy.
Like Halo Wars 2 is something that I'm happy
I
I bought
didn't
as a
have
disc.
fucking
Yeah.
money to buy it.
The
So I
Doom.
was just asking, and you didn't even bring
Yeah,
it.
like Doom is one that
The,
I
the-
brought it,
yeah, I
I
got the
just didn't bring it
steelbook
here.
version of the Doom. It was the special edition that came with the statue of the demon. It's pretty fucking rad, actually. And
Oh.
it comes with a steelbook case for the disc, and it's fucking sweet.
I don't. I guess I don't know. I'm one of those people though.
going back into art.
It's
Yeah,
nothing.
exactly.
It's,
Well, that's the thing. Is like I
I find
really
that shit
enjoy
really-
the art of it.
that's really cool. But like at the same time, you just buy a fucking bust and then still have a fucking cool thing.
You
A little bit
really
more
kind of-
expensive.
yeah,
and then
you
that's,
really kind
that's
of-
shelf space out the ass.
You really kind of
Oh, whatever.
eliminate the idea.
More so, you
of,
could
like,
buy a
how-
poster, but
You really
I-
kind of eliminate the idea of like things like special editions.
I don't know. I guess we had this
It's like
conversation.
if when it came to Doom, if I had
that's a
to,
good point. Like, how would they do like pre-order bonuses or like
Well,
with
I-
your
I mean-
fucking statue and shit? It's
yeah,
like, how would you get the
that's
statue?
exactly what I'm talking about. It's like if the special edition of Doom hadn't been such a really good, not just like really really well made statue, but at the same time like a really good
Suppose-
price.
Well, they sell like the cards with like the codes on them.
Yeah.
So I suppose you could do that, and then you get the thing as well.
Yeah.
Like what PUBG did when they're like, "Hey, you want a physical copy of PUBG? Buy a fucking case, and then it comes with the code." It didn't come with a disc.
I didn't know
That's
that.
stupid.
I mean, it's not exactly like a.
I know. I'm just saying that's.
That's bad. Jesus Christ, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, so the Fallout 76.
I'd almost prefer that though if they're not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Then you can have the case.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. I like. I'm not like huge into the idea that like all of the games have to be installed onto the hard drive to be able to play it. Like I think it helps out at some points when you talk about like loading times and shit like that. But I hate when I get to the point where my hard drive is full and I need to delete something in order to put something new on there. And then when it comes to me wanting to play that game again, I have to reinstall it. And so it's like I have to wait
I
like
mean,
another hour before I can play
Yeah,
the
but you
game.
have to do that with the discs anyway.
Well,
anymore,
yeah,
so.
for new ones. But what I mean is like when I want to go back to play something else,
Buy a hard drive.
I have one.
Oh.
It's fucking full.
Yeah.
Damn.
I play a lot of
Yeah,
games.
I was gonna say,
So many.
wouldn't be hard to fill a hard drive.
Like I'm pretty sure my 1 terabyte Xbox was full in like about
Yeah.
3 months. So like I have a 5 terabyte hard drive and like that took like a year to fill up.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, it's not something that I'm necessarily opposed to at this point, because like a lot of the games that I buy are digital, anyways. But yeah, I definitely do like having some games in physical copy.
The fuck are you doing? Cliff Bleszinski, Cliffy B, the guy who created Gears of War,
boy.
is never making video games again.
Why?
He said that in a tweet.
But
Well-
why?
How old is that?
What?
Am I thinking of a different guy?
He's the one who made Lawbreakers.
Oh no, I thought it. Maybe he didn't say that. I thought I heard about that like 2 weeks ago or something.
I don't know, but
He might have just said something leading up to that. I don't remember. Oh,
well, I mean, like
it's
after your
possible
fucking
he said
company
it a lot.
failed, yeah, I get that.
After Lawbreakers is setting records,
And Radical
All
Heights
time
did not
music.
go.
More like radical shites.
Yeah.
it's a better game than Lawbreakers.
I think I made that joke before on this podcast already.
Probably.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, Star Citizen reached its raised over $200 million.
Fuckery.
Very.
Doesn't really surprise me.
I
Oh,
know.
and if I could take that money and redistribute it to games I know are gonna get made, that'd be fantastic.
If I could just take that money.
Do you remember the trailer we
They're
just
probably going
watched?
to.
That 8-minute Star Citizen trailer that we watched?
And we're like, was that for Star Citizen or the game they are
That's
making
for their
on the
side game.
Yeah, their side.
That's my thing.
Their
That
side
gets me. It's
hustle.
like, is that where the 200 million went? Because they're like, it's like, oh man, we got Mark Hamill voicing it, Gary. We have all
I'll
these.
tell you
fucking
exactly
Only
where
you
that
had
200 million went.
taken this and
cocaine and strippers.
No, down a fucking toilet.
Yeah, that game's not
after they
coming
killed
out.
the cocaine, or after they snorted
Yeah,
the
after
cocaine and killed the strippers and got
hookers,
the
And
money
they're just,
back.
they're just bored, so they flush all the money for entertainment.
God, yeah, I don't think that game's ever gonna get like
Pulling a
made.
Nintendo,
made.
they're just burning money. It's cheaper.
Do you think that game's ever gonna come out or no? Are we just gonna go
Star
with
Citizen?
Star Citizen? I don't think
Fucking
it's ever
long has it been in production?
3 years.
I thought it was longer than that.
Oh
Damn.
man, it might be, but
I
it's
think
reached
someday.
200 million, so that's.
I think
the thing.
I think they'll get something, although it might not necessarily be what people.
I feel like
expect.
there's a point to where your game gets crowdfunded for over $1 million, where people should just know it's probably not coming out at this point. Like, if you've got the fucking crowdfunding and budget that's over $1 million, your game should be at the point where it's getting done. Like, you're ready to go. Like, it's been crowdfunding this long.
I don't know. It rose decently fast though.
Yeah, maybe. But,
So-
like, I'm sure 200 million does not happen overnight.
No, yeah. I mean that's.
No, this has been for like over.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's
But-
like the length of time
And with
that it
the-
takes to
the-
raise that much money
Well, yeah,
should have
and
been
with-
enough time
With
to
the
finish
game that they're making though, where it just takes a god computer to fucking play
Yeah, I
it.
suppose.
Yeah, isn't it supposed to be like a? Isn't it supposed to be like a tech? No, it's not a tactical game, is it?
No, not that I'm aware
I
of.
thought it was some sort of MMO.
Yeah, more. I thought it was more of an RPG-esque thing.
I thought it was like you control a battalion of ships. Was
It's
I
a
wrong?
strategy
I guess you
MMORPG.
could own a battalion of ships.
I fucking can't remember, dude. They kept saying a lot of shit. They've said a lot of
It
shit.
looked
throughout.
like a better, more in-depth version of what No Man's Sky was supposed to be.
Is this the trailer we just saw? Because that's the side game.
No, yeah, that's
No,
the side
no,
game.
no,
I don't know
Skywalker.
shit about that. I've seen some gameplay
You
of.
boot it up on day one after it's finally
It crashes.
released, and it starts out as you in a carriage.
Carriage it says
Skyrim.
Skyrim. Speaking of which,
Damn it, Todd
It's
Howard!
every game.
there's we have
Todd
questions
Howard is
actually.
taking over the team.
Zach Torgensen asks, "Hey
$200
guys,
million, they could probably hire him.
I've been playing Fallout
That's what
76
all of that money's for.
and been utterly disappointed by it. Has there ever been a game that
Oh, are we doing like legit questions,
Yeah.
or is this
Yes.
okay?
He said the name.
I'm
You think he's just making
I
up
was
names?
also talking at that point.
making up names over there?
Maybe.
Questions.
What's the question?
has there any been games that you've been hyped about that you've been very, very misled by?
Haven't we fucking...
Yeah, we have to fucking redo these every couple of months, god damn it.
Well, I mean, I don't mind it
Settle
because
down.
it gives some time for new disappointments to...
Yeah. Fuck
Did
yeah,
I
it
talk?
does.
Did I talk about Dragon Quest XI the last time I was on here?
No, I don't believe so. Actually,
know you've
Not in
talked a
depth.
little- yeah.
You talked about it
I
as a
don't,
game
no, I
you
don't think he
played.
did. I think
We
we
talked about it as a
did
game
we?
you played.
I can't
Yeah.
remember
I don't know
fucking
if you got in depth.
Dragon
with
Quest 11, man. Like, I played Dragon Quest 8 when I was like 14, something like that. One of the best RPGs I've ever played in my entire life. So, we didn't get Dragon Quest 10. Dragon Quest 9 was on the DS. Still pretty good, but definitely like a much more scaled down game. And yeah, we didn't get 10. So like 11 came out earlier this year, and I was pretty pumped. And like I got like maybe like 2/5 of the way through it, I'd say. And I was just like, I am basically playing Dragon Quest 8 again. Like, I am so fucking disappointed. Because I was looking forward to that just, like, blowing my fucking mind. Which it should have. Because, like, it had been how long since we got, like a main console Dragon Quest game? So, that's probably, like, my best answer for that question. In terms of, like, recent games.
Mine's Final Fantasy 15.
I kind of knew Final Fantasy 15 wasn't going to be something that I was going to really enjoy massively.
Mm-hmm.
I think the biggest problem that I had with Final Fantasy 15 was it just like wasn't finished.
Right.
Which is what?
That's why we had chapters of any.
Why wasn't it finished?
Because you had to the DLC that came out for it is literally like finishing the story.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
And now
bullshit.
since
I never
what's his
finished-
face left the game, there's no more DLC to finish out whatever story they had.
What?
The director of 15.
The fact that in order to get the full story for 15, you have to play the game, you have to buy all the DLC, you have to watch the fucking movie, you have to watch the fucking anime, and you have to go on the fucking wiki and read it. Bullshit. It should not have taken 15 fucking years to make this game, and then it's still not done.
Well, I never went that deep into it because I didn't care and I got bored with that game about halfway through.
Yeah.
After
I can
people were like,
understand
"You'll love it. It's like hunting monsters, like some sort of monster hunting." and then I was playing it, and then I was getting word of Monster Hunter coming out, and I was like, "Wow, that sounds like this, but better in every way."
Yeah, exactly.
And you don't
See,
have a contrite story with Monster Hunter.
I did like the whole thing.
Fucking need one.
So, like, I
See
don't know.
that guy at Monster?
I also
Kill
just
it.
got like really, really tired of the like boy band aesthetic with Final Fantasy 15 like really, really fast.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! That shit got annoying.
Yeah.
I did.
They all-
He's
He's the
mostly the
emo
fighting
one.
was a
He's
little
the
bit
fun
hinky.
Well, my thing
Yeah.
about them is that like all other Final Fantasy games, each of the characters you had in your party were like a specific class, and like they looked their class, I guess.
Man, I just really love games where I can hold X to attack and hold square to dodge.
If it worked, yeah.
Yeah, most of the time. Works fine now.
Maybe.
Right. What's a disappointing game for you? Mine really is 15. I feel like 15 is just a very disappointing game.
See, but was it disappointing for you? Like, is that not what you expected?
It,
I guess.
I think, yeah. I think it's like, I don't know. They hyped that shit up.
I mean,
So
for me, I was definitely disappointed by 15. That wasn't
Yeah.
very recent, though, in my opinion.
I feel like that's my
I mean,
most
I
recent.
played it in like right.
But
when it came
then
out.
again, I'm a fucking cynic about anything we've seen here, so I'm like, I don't really know. Pokemon Let's Go really, really dropped the bar because I couldn't use my Pokemon to fucking.
I got way
Which
more
one?
time out of Pokemon Go than I actually initially thought. So
Yeah, so. I said Let's Go. Pokemon
Yeah,
Let's
Let's
Go.
Go.
Pikachu and
I
Eevee.
haven't played it, so
Let me down.
See, I hated Pikachu. I loved Eevee.
I don't really care for
Different
either one of
games.
them.
Yeah. I'm kidding. Dark Souls. Dark Souls 3.
I mean,
The
I'm
game you haven't
It's
played.
very.
I have.
I'm-
Dark Souls 3.
To completion?
Jesus
Yes.
Christ. I'm very disappointed in Fallout 76. I haven't even fucking played it yet.
Yeah.
I'm just
I
disappointed.
I was just saying, I'm disappointed in Fallout 4.
I
Actually,
played
I'm not. I fucking
was-
hated 3.
I was gonna bring up 4 as
I
well.
played a pretty strong amount of the 76 beta, and like that alone was enough to disappoint
See-
me. So that's kind of the reason I haven't played Fallout 76.
Yeah.
But I actually like 4.
See, and I like 4 more than 3, but not more than
Agreed.
New Vegas.
Yeah, I was like, I
I
like
think New
I
Vegas
agree with that
Yeah,
very
New
much.
Vegas
so.
is the
I think
best.
everybody
Is the
just loves
Is
it.
the
epitome
of
of-
good Fallout, modern Fallout games.
I actually very much don't like Fallout 3.
I hate Fallout.
I like Fallout too.
I'll admit, I didn't play as much of it as I should have.
I like Fallout
But-
Tactics.
I like Fallout too.
I need to play
I
the
miss
first
that.
two.
Fallout 2 is the one
So
where you can
fucking
like
good,
get the
man.
fucking mutant to kill himself, right?
I think that's the first one,
Is
I
it?
like
Okay.
turtles.
if I remember correctly.
Anyway, other than that,
All I know is
Assassin's
that your
Creed
choices
Syndicate.
actually matter. Wait, you were actually like looking forward to anything in that game?
I really liked Assassin's Creed games.
I guess.
And
Was Unity before Syndicate?
at that point, I was getting
How
Yeah,
the
I
fuck
think
were you not disappointed?
I
with
think
Unity?
Syndicate was the last one before Origins.
So here's
Yes,
my thing: is
yes,
that
it
I was
was.
getting some like franchise fatigue. Obviously, those games had been coming out for a fucking decade,
Yeah,
and then
and like one after the other.
and then
too.
like, well, it came around Christmas time, and I was like, oh fuck, what games don't I have that I'd even consider playing? And I was like, ah shit, I guess Syndicate. And so I got that, and then I didn't play it for like a year, and then it came back around like to Christmas, and I was like, oh shit, I've still got this game. I guess I'll start playing it. And I started, and it's just, I don't like the setting, is probably most of it, but it's just a regular Assassin's Creed game. And that's why I was super psyched when they, like, with Origins, they started doing different shit.
yeah, just like rebooted the whole thing.
And
I
with
enjoyed
Odyssey, they're
Origins a
doing
lot.
different shit, and it's like, oh, that's interesting.
I think the problem with
Kinda wanna
Odyssey
pick
though
'em
is
up
like
again, but-
I feel like Odyssey does a little bit too much of the same that Origins did. Like the pause menus are even the same.
Yeah, but it looks like you get weird powers and shit now.
I guess.
I mean, what else can they really change?
Yeah.
Oh, we have
Become Spider-Man.
We actually have the reverse of this. Actually, I was gonna say I think Spider-Man's a little disappointing by the end of it.
I also do, just in that, yeah,
By the end of Spider-Man is
The-
disappointing.
the story I don't think was great, but I think the gameplay is
Yeah.
phenomenal. I don't want
It's
to
the
sound
only
like
thing they
fucking
had to-
IGN, but you really, it looks like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You don't
It's the
feel
only
like
thing
it.
they
You look
really
like
had to nail.
So
Really
this
feels like
is
it's
the
fun.
reverse from Kenneth. He asks, "What is a indie darling that you enjoyed that you did not think you were going to enjoy?"
that I didn't think I was gonna.
Yeah, that looked. I'm gonna say Stardew Valley. I
I
thought
mean,
that.
I don't play a whole lot of games that I think
Yeah,
I'm
that
not
you're,
gonna
that
like.
you're like, I'm not
I mean,
gonna
that's
like
the
it.
I'm gonna go
but
like
I'll
mine is
do
Stardew
it.
Valley. The only reason I started playing is because you fucking talked about it and how you got carpal
Did you
tunnel.
ever really feel like Stardew Valley was gonna be a bad game?
And-
Like, I
Hold
could-
up.
I could
You
tell
got sold on me getting
Doing
carpal
carpal tunnel,
You're
yeah.
like, man, I could really go
It
for
just
some
wa-
carpal
no.
tunnel.
Okay, no. Here's my
Play
thing.
Stardew
Stardew Valley did not interest me whatsoever until I listened to Eli talk about it because Eli fucking hates everything. Like that's like
Well, it's a very odd game for me to
right, exactly. And
just
I'm like,
in the
no, go on,
grain
please
of-
tell me.
Yeah, but I've
Games
heard
that I
you
like.
say that you like Harvest Moon before,
Yeah,
so
right.
like
I
I
grew up with
instantly
Harvest
knew
Moon.
that you would like playing
Yeah.
Stardew Valley.
And you're the reason why I played Darkest Dungeon. And I was like, oh, this game just fucking seems dumb. And then I played it. I'm like, I actually really enjoyed it. Like, so you two actually like when we talk about this stuff, you're like,
Well, that
"Oh,
just
play
makes
this
it
game."
sound like you have a bad first impression of video games.
I do have a bad first impression of video games. I'm not gonna fucking lie. I'm not gonna be like, ah,
Kian, I think you'd really enjoy Fallout 76.
well, fuck off. No.
I got carpal tunnel. It's gonna be my selling point for everything.
It's like it's not even about the game. You just have carpal
You
tunnel.
just now
I'm gonna be like, I
have
think you'd
carpal
really
tunnel.
like this flavor of Monster. I got carpal tunnel when I was drinking it. It's like, I don't really see how that's relevant, but alright.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. Just
That's-
like something.
Well, the thing is, like, it's games that I don't enjoy or that I didn't think I would. It's like, there's not many games.
Yeah, I don't really
that
like
I
generally.
Didn't, well, there's not many games that I think I
I'm not
wouldn't.
gonna like this. Well, I'll buy it.
Well, they're not even that, because I mean, I've played games that, like, my buddy owns and shit, but it's just. There's no games, really, other than puzzle games, which I avoid, that I would just, like, not be able to make fun.
I guess
Didn't
Dragon Quest Builders was one actually that I actually ended up enjoying.
I got a
I think I
game for
would.
you.
Oh, fuck, Massive Chalice.
Take a Pikachu. Gonna love it.
No, thank you. But yeah, Massive Chalice, I guess. I'll go back to that. Did not enjoy it.
I suppose in terms of like games that like, not necessarily that I expected not to enjoy, but that were just better than I initially kind of expected. Like Mega Man 11. Like I really didn't have massively high hopes for how good it was going to be.
Is it because of Mighty Number 9?
Well, not necessarily because of that, but just like Mega Man 9 and 10 weren't like super spectacular or anything like that.
Fucking
I
scumbag.
can't control
I'm
it.
not saying
dipshit.
fucking
Don't give me
anything.
that look.
God, I'm just fucking tired. I'm not saying anything.
But yeah, I suppose Mighty Number 9 probably like soured it a little bit. Like, just like kind of my viewpoint on the game before it even came out was like. But like, I hadn't played all of Mighty Number 9 quite yet when Mega Man 11 got announced.
You played all of Mighty Number 9?
Yeah, I played the whole game.
Did this specify indie games?
I just chose
Indie
the
darlings.
The Messenger.
Is that Jonathan Blows? The dude who made Braid, or am I?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Ninja Gaiden-esque kind of game.
Oh no! I know which one. Yep. That one.
Prison Escapist?
It was a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
That's the one where you can go
The
from like
Escapist.
futuristic to like.
Yeah, it jumps from like 8-bit to 16-bit. Like, I was expecting to enjoy it, but I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I did.
The Escapists.
Yeah.
I didn't much care for that. I don't know why.
Oh, you didn't care for it?
No, not really. Like, it was something I thought I'd enjoy, I guess. No, I was just like, no, it's
Enter
not
the
bad.
Gungeon.
It's
I
just,
guess Enter the Gungeon was another game that I was just like, oh, it's just about guns, cool. And then it's like, yeah, it's actually really fun.
terminology.
Yeah.
What, Enter the Gungeon?
I thought it was super dumb sounding, and then I was like, oh, it's actually kind of fun. Yeah.
Like Gillett enjoyed that game just for the puns.
Yeah.
I do enjoy me some puns.
Thumper was a game that I really liked a little bit more than I thought.
Oh, Super Hot is actually another game that I didn't think I'd actually like.
Super Hot's kind of interesting because I don't really...
I don't know if it's a game. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's
It's a puzzle
Super
game.
Hot
got
is...
levels.
Super Hot is interesting because of the aspect that it takes for playing it on console versus playing it in VR.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of where it, like, subverted my expectations a little bit. Because, like, the way that it looks is just kind of like a generic action game, but, like, there's a really kind of, like, deep narrative into it.
I didn't think I would like the Ace Attorney games when they first were coming out. I'm being for real.
Yeah, that's
But I end up
That's
really
fair.
actually enjoying
Yeah.
it.
I don't think
Like-
anyone thought they'd like
I mean,
the fucking Ace
just from
Attorney
the premise
games.
alone,
Yeah,
it doesn't
it's-
sound like it's going to
Yeah,
be
it
that
doesn't
easy.
Doesn't
sound
sound
great.
fucking interesting.
You get to be a lawyer.
and you get to read shit, and I'm like, oh, hooray.
Objection.
That was yeah.
Ugh.
The Layton games too, because I just didn't like the art style, but I actually really enjoyed the puzzles.
I'm trying to think of, like, what else I've kind of played recently that was just, like, not necessarily something I thought was better or worse, but just something that, like, was very different from what I thought initially.
All right.
Yeah, I'm kind of drawing a little bit of...
Oh yeah, no, it's all good. Hey guys, thanks for listening.